My name is Arnel Dolores. I'm 20 years old and I've been living in America for 13 years.
Where were you born and who did you grow up with?
I was born in Taytay Rizal, which is right next to Manila. And I grew up primarily with my brother and a lot of my cousins. And in a lot of Filipino families, there's too many to count, so I'm not even going to mention the numbers. And we were mostly raised by grandma, grandpa, and my dad.
So how was it like living in the Philippines?
Well, living in the Philippines, it was rough, in retrospect, but when I was in the moment, I was just living. I wasn't really focusing on the struggles of the hardships of, the poverty, because Taytay Rizal was a poor city, so I wasn't really thinking about that. And compared to the United States, it was kind of there was more family-oriented things because everybody was kind of working together to survive. So that was kind of the life in the Philippines.
So when did your family move to the United States and why?
First, my grandpa came here in the 1970s, and then soon after that, my aunties and uncles followed him here, and then they started working any job that they could pretty much get into, and primarily because there was not much opportunities in the Philippines to get by, so that was the biggest reason why they moved here.
So where did your family first settle in the United States and why?
They settled here in Daly City just because there was a lot of Filipinos that were migrating here at the time, so that's the best reason I can give you. Honestly, I don't know.
Alright. How'd you feel when you had to leave the Philippines? What'd you expect?
Well, when they said America, I was like, oh, we're gonna go to this great land with opportunities and
The American dream?
yeah, and it was just like going to some wondrous place where you can be rich and thrive. And at the time, as a kid, it was nothing. It wasn't really a permanent thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a temporary thing. Go back to America, come back to the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I expected.
Alright, so during your time in America, any difficulties you faced when you were young?
Well, first it was the language. I didn't know how to speak English at the time.
Yeah.
I was speaking to my fellow second graders, like pure Tagalog, and they're responding back in English, and I was like, "Who are you?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "I don't know." And then it was very hard in the first year. It was very difficult, but somehow I don't know what part of like elementary school where I just start speaking fluent English.
Yeah.
I don't know when that transition happened exactly, but it was mostly language, the food, because there was not a lot of Filipino food at school, and I was kind of getting eerie, getting upset at the teacher.
A little homesick?
Yeah, I guess homesick. Second was just how school was ran, because in Philippines you were just like really mean if you get a question wrong, and then I come here in America and they're all nice and like want to get to know you and want to do the best for you, so that was just weird.
Alright. One word that describes your feelings when first moving to America? Just one word.
It was a vacation.
A vacation?
Sounded like a vacation. Oh, you're moving to America. Woohoo. Vacation.
Okay. You've been living here for 13 years now and going to school and getting your education. What do you aspire to be?
Well, I'm planning to be a nurse. Currently, I'm in Skyline right now, and this is going to be my last semester until I try apply for nursing programs here in the Bay. Hopefully, I get in. Mm-hmm. And after that, if I do get a nursing program, I'll become a registered nurse for a couple years, and the plan is to eventually get my master's and become a nurse practitioner, and like run clinics, be a head of a hospital. So that is my plan.